We're with John Kelly. John is a personal injury attorney in Phoenix, Arizona, and he's agreed to answer an online question. This one specifically is related to partial fault in a car accident. With that said, let's go into the question that was posted. It's from Joe. Joe said, I was in a pretty good wreck with another car at an intersection in Phoenix. The police determined us both to be at fault for the accident, and now I'm wondering if I'm going to be out of pocket. Can I still file a claim even though I've been found partially at fault?
That's a good question Joe has, and it's pretty common to see that, both parties have some fault in an accident. In Arizona, we can determine fault by a percentage because we can do comparative fault. So there may be a situation where one party is found to be 25% at fault, the other party 75%. It can go from 50-50. It can be 90%, 10%, anywhere along the scale. So when the officer says both parties are at fault, he's not assigning a percentage like we would need to typically do in a personal injury claim. What we can do is go in afterwards and get the investigation done to try to tip the scales in favor of our client a little bit more. So we can find all the facts that are favorable to our situation to show that the other party was more at fault for the accident. Now, the other party is going to have likely a personal injury attorney or at least an insurance adjuster working on the claim too to try to tip the scales the other way. So it's one of these things that kind of goes back and forth, and we have to exchange evidence until we come to some sort of agreement. Now, if we do not come to an agreement, then it gets pushed towards trial, and ultimately a jury would decide what that percentage is. A judge would instruct them that they need to assess the percentages of fault in the accident. So the idea is to, at my firm, is to get on top of it early and make sure that we're getting all the evidence that we have, getting it over to the adjuster and making a claim that is going to be favorable to our client to try to tip the scales in favor of our client and get a better settlement. Now, if there is some percentage fault attributed to our client, it is going to be a little bit more difficult to get a full recovery, but even a partial recovery is going to be better than nothing. So it's definitely worth pursuing still.
Excellent. Well, if you have any follow-up questions for John, just post them in the comments section. Thanks for the answer, John.
Thank you, Ryan. And you can reach out to me anytime at the Kelly Law Team. My phone number here is 602-283-4122.
Thank you.